across this busted fire hydrant. I left early this morning from Monte Cristo campsite near Hidden Springs in the San Bernardino National Forest. I headed through canyon roads up towards Elizabeth Lake. There I had to detour from my route due to a road closure and headed back down towards Six Flags Magic Mountain Park. From there, I hightailed it towards the coast, and I followed the coast along from Ventura all through Santa Barbara. As it was foggy, I took an inland route to my final destination for the day at Pismo Beach, California. Alright, leaving the campsite. It was super windy and blowing my tent around, and then it all calmed off. Water crossing.
Turn left to stay on Angeles Forest Highway.
Yeah, it was blowing, and it was picking the tent up. It was going to flip the tent over. So I ended up putting some big rocks in to hold it down. I wasn't sure I was going to be able to sleep with the amount of wind, but it all worked out in the end. Yeah, the wind died down, and turned out to be a pleasant night. Yeah, there is a lot of traffic on this road. Like I thought, this is the rush hour heading into somewhere, LA. As I was traveling along Big Tujunga Canyon Road, I couldn't help but think of one of the differences in road construction between Canadians and Americans. The Americans here have carved the tunnel right through the rock to make a nice flat roadway. And I think in Canada they'd kind of look at some of this and say, I don't know if we can build a road here. It's kind of rough. But here they just plow right through. I give credit to the Americans for that. They're not afraid of a challenge. They're up for anything. And it made a splendid road here, and a nice smooth road that you can travel along, which is great. Yesterday I'd had some really good motorcycle riding, some excellent roads, and here early in the morning I was treated to the same sort of delights. It was a great way to start my day, especially when I knew that for a lot of today I would be traveling more mundane, flat, and somewhat highway roads. Getting across this busted fire hydrant. There's the hydrant. Never a dull moment. So this has just happened. Here comes the fire truck. Just got it right. Next up was Little Tujunga Canyon Road. I had to chuckle to myself a bit. I mean, I was so close to Los Angeles, and I was able to enter these mountains and do these canyon rides with almost nobody about. It was fantastic. Now, to get between the big and little canyon roads, I had to go through some of the city, but really just the suburbs, the outskirts, and it was easy enough to do. So it's so amazing. I've been in so many cities where, miles and miles before you get close to the city, you're just in congestion. It's just so many houses and buildings and, suburb cities. And LA's huge, don't get me wrong. But yeah, these mountains, they're clear and the scenery is fantastic. So all you people in LA, please stay in the city so I can enjoy these roads without too much traffic. It wasn't long before I was starting my descent. Little Tujunga Road is only about 15 miles, about 25 kilometers long. So Not an overly long road, but not too short either. I always love when you can look ahead and see the road that you're going to take, especially when it's on the twisty side of a mountaintop. Little Tujunga Canyon Road is a well-recognized motorcycle road, and it's a very popular route. However, one of the nice things I like about being in California in April is they tend to act seasonally, so they kind of feel like April's not motorcycle weather. And I mean, some people ride, of course, but a lot of people just sort of pack it up. It's not riding season. So, good for me at least. I can enjoy these rides with relative freedom. Heck, I didn't even see snow in these mountains. And I've seen snow just about everywhere I've been on this trip. Next up was Bouquet Canyon Road and out to the Bouquet Reservoir and further to Green Valley. An alternative route is the Bouquet OHV Trail, also known as Forest Route 6N07. It follows more or less the same route, but allows for a more adventurous trip. Oh boy, California road maintenance. The road here is very bumpy. Lots of little rivets in the road that keep you popping up and down. While Bouquet Reservoir is man-made, Elizabeth Lake is a natural lake. However, it often dries up when there's periods of drought, and has been mostly dry since 2013. However, the last 2 years, there's been significant rainfall, and the lake has recovered significantly. I got as far as the start of Hughes Lake Road, then I encountered this sign and had to retreat all the way back to Green Valley. Well, from there I spent a fair part of my day at Six Flags Magic Mountain Roller Coaster Park. I then hightailed it to the coast, traveling Highway 126 to Ventura. I stayed on the coast until Santa Barbara, and then hightailed it inland for the fastest route to reach my destination, Pismo Beach. Hey, I hope you liked the video. If you did, hit the like button, leave a comment, and don't forget to subscribe. I'll see you next ride.